Womensport Queensland, since its inception, has been a remarkable organisation. It's just built on passion of a number of women who just believe that we've had so many talented Queensland female athletes that it's about time that they've been recognised for their talent and also an increase in their profile.
I've won the award 3 times, I think, and it's always been exciting because it's such a huge award night. And you know, all the best female athletes in Queensland that year, and there's always, every year I won, it seemed like there was really tough competition, so yeah, I'm very proud of that. I know that I went to one state one year and they just had a small little do, but nothing like the consistency that they've had in Queensland with Womensport Queensland. 15 years it's been going now, and it's a massive night. You know, it's one of the main nights in a diary for anyone really, anyone involved with sport, male and female. I don't have the statistics of the results, but in my mind and in my sport, I know that they're all coming from Queensland, and there must be a reason for that, and maybe it is because of the recognition they get, and they see their role models more readily at functions and in the newspaper, and maybe they think, oh, I can do that as well.
Womensport Queensland recognised that young aspiring athletes needed a mentoring program to provide that support network for them.
What we do in Queensland with Womensport Queensland is rare. What I find is just so great to have somebody that you know you can call to get mentored in a mentoring program. If you want to find out more about education, they'll help you there. They help you with speaking opportunities. There's a whole range of things that they do, and it's great because they also link up Paralympic athletes with Olympic athletes like Susie O'Neill. So they're not just putting Paralympic athletes with Paralympic former athletes. They're doing Paralympic athletes like myself with able-bodied athletes, and it's a really nice feel. For
the mentoring program, we've started off with a breakfast where we met our mentorees. I'm with a roller skater and a Paralympic swimmer and also a surf lifesaver. So now we're just contacting each other via email and chatting back and forth.
I think probably the most important thing about a mentoring program is that you help them develop off the court as well. You help them with their life balance, and if you can make them a better person off the court, I think on the court just takes care of themselves.
The Queensland Government has funded Womensport Queensland to do a whole range of active women's and girls series all around Queensland, and I was very excited when they called me up and asked me to be involved. We've spoken to hundreds and hundreds of young girls from the age of 12 up to the age of 17 about being active and hopefully remaining in sport in those crucial years from the ages of 14 to 17, when we typically see girls unfortunately drop out of sport.
If Womensport Queensland can achieve one small thing, if that's to get more females active, I think we've achieved just something that this nation desperately needs, and sport provides a wonderful opportunity for the entire community to become involved, whether it's the dad down at the local netball courts or mum scoring at the son's cricket game. I think there's an opportunity for everyone to be involved.
It builds self-esteem. So knowing that you're good at something, knowing that every day you're putting something into a sport or an activity every day, just builds your confidence.
You don't have to be a world beater, but you just need to be physical active.
Another thing that Womensport Queensland do is they offer board training for women. I would have loved to do it before I went onto the International Olympic Committee, because the Olympics, yeah, was 49%, 51% participation rates in sport and at the Olympic level, but on the board level it was 1%, 99%. For example, when I was on the International Olympic Committee, there was 126 members and there was 12 females on that board. And every board I went on, except for the Women in Sport board, there would have been only 1 or 2 females. So it's certainly something that internationally needs to be addressed, and that's great that Queensland are starting that off in their own state, and hopefully it'll grow from there. Womensport Queensland, I think, does a really good job. You know, they obviously have the award night for the elite athletes, but they also have a Rising Star program where they provide money and mentorship. They visit regional areas, they have media training, they do networking amongst the female athletes. So I think they do a really, really good job, but obviously they need funding to do this. So I hope the funding continues so this great program can continue for another 15 years at least.